so we're a little more warmed up now, and we're going to take it for a ride. We'll do the back roads we do, and the highway. So when I first got the car, it drove like a monster. I replaced all the ball joints, all the tie rods, put adjustable control arms on it, which most people do. I take it to Excel Motors in Waltham, Massachusetts, and they are Alpha specialists. I've seen Lancias there, mid-50s Jaguars. At that time, when I first got the car, I wanted to put, you know, the Alphaholics type stuff on it and do this and do that to it. And the guys just leave it as it is. In hindsight, I'm kind of glad. We just kept it as a family sedan, the way it would have been in Naples. We put new shocks on it. He wouldn't change the springs. The mechanic's a pretty conservative guy. I wanted to change the springs. He wouldn't do it. He's like, springs are fine. When I first brought it to him, I was concerned that the gearbox needed to be rebuilt. It turned out the clutch pin needed replacement. We replaced the master and slave cylinder on the clutch, and it drove like a dream. We've also replaced the donut and some universal bushings on the drivetrain. I thought the rear diff needed to be rebuilt, but once we replaced some of the bushings in the rear end, made a big difference. It was doing kind of a grind thing when the car was not when it wasn't being torqued. So we're still getting up to 80 Celsius, and I kind of drive it conservatively. I'll rev it out. You'll see how. I like to get it warmed up. Beautiful day here in Boston, fighting all the pollen in the air. Yeah, let's do the windshield wiper washer. It's priming. There we go. Isn't that adorable? Love it. Alright, let's downshift. Alright, I'm going to just let you listen to the car now. All four rotors were rebuilt, new calipers, new rotors, all new calipers rebuilt, new rotors, new pads, new hosing in the rear. When I first got the car, it was frightening. Only one brake worked, really. Alright. So this is my little route here. We'll do a little... My wife's always nervous it's going to flip over. Blinkers work. All the interior lights work. The high beam needs a little coaxing at times to just sit right and stay on. Nice vents. To be honest with you, the heater fan, when it did work, I really never noticed it. It just made a lot of noise. I tried to drive it when there's no salt on the road, of course. Luckily, my storage facility is, I'm able to put about a mile just driving it around there. But I'm of the mind that best maintenance is just using it. said, when I first got it, I was very anxious about the gearbox, but just rebuilding the clutch assemblies work great. Sometimes this little surround on the shifter rattles. Other than that, it's pretty quiet. I do try to rev it out. I'll keep it about 4,500. Occasionally I'll do 5,500. I'm not too crazy with it. I just changed the antifreeze, gearbox, and rear diff fluid, and did an oil change. I do the oil change myself. I bring it to the mechanic so he can waste all the stuff for me. And we've got graduation around here in the Boston area. Put new Pirellis on it, March of 2021, and when we went to mount one on the spare tire that came with the car, the rim is shot. Thanks, man. Great. I've got it at my body guy, and he's gonna sandblast it and we'll get that full-size spare. I've talked to a number of a couple of local Alpha guys, specialists. There's the Paddock in Connecticut and Veloci Motors up in Derry, New Hampshire. And I was going to talk to them about putting a 2-liter. Everybody says it's transformative. You know, it drives so good. It handles so nice. The 1300, I just can't break it apart. Well, it's not broken, why do it? So, you know, and you'll see, here we are in 4th gear. See how we kind of bog down, and it runs nice. There's no clickety-clacking. If you're looking for a compression test, I think the way it drives speaks for it. Get it on the highway and you get to see it go 80 miles an hour. That's one of the things. Everyone's driving crazy these days. I know a 2-liter engine would give me a little more torque. I don't know if I feel comfortable traveling it. I've had it up to 91. I don't know if I feel comfortable going much faster than that. I'm just a commuter, you know, so. drivers. There's one of those new Corvettes. Go Boomer. So everyone likes to wave to you when you're in it. I don't like people waving at me. There we go. And that's about as spirited as I get. So we're about 70 now. 75. She drives like a dream. Alright folks, 1977 Alfa Romeo Nuova Super. Over and out.